And so we're back. It's the start of the week and the gym was fun today. I'm pretty sore. I stuck to the same workouts, but just went a little up on the weight. I know I said that I would be switching my schedule around and doing single muscle groups per day. But before I switched, I gave it some thought and I wanted to maintain at least this particular workout regimen for this next week until I do my check-in. And then after the check-in, I'll switch my workouts around. That way I'll actually have data for, the 2 weeks that I was doing full body workouts, and then for the next 2 weeks where I'm going to be doing, whatever it may be that I'm going to put together. So over the weekend, we got a lot of rest, and I thought, okay, you know what? Let's talk about how important sleep is. Now, obviously, we need to sleep, right? And it's not just a luxury. I tried looking extensively, as always, into the science of it, just to look for like some cool facts, things that I can cover in like less than 1 to 2 minutes, 2 to 3 minutes. That's generally what I try to do with these videos. Is in looking up these things to talk about or these topics, I try to keep it concise to like the top 3 things, what it is, how to practice it if possible, and then downsides or possible benefits, right? So with sleep, it helps you recover when you're sleeping, your muscle tissues are repairing, all that good stuff, right? And you can say that, but I actually wanted to look into how that was actually happening. And I believe, now, I don't know if I explained this right, but how I understand it is sleep regulates your hormones, specifically your growth hormone, or it affects a few, but one of them is your growth hormone. Particularly in the early part of your sleep, the body releases growth hormones, which help develop your muscles. It helps repair it, and it helps grow it overall. The other hormone that it helps regulate is your cortisol. And as we know, cortisol is the quote-unquote stress hormone. So if you don't have enough sleep, it could actually lead to elevated levels of your cortisol, hence impacting your muscle tissue repair as well as your metabolism. We don't want that. And then the possible downsides, if you don't get enough sleep, right, aka sleep deprivation, is that it actually, I forget the scientific terms for this, but it disrupts the balance between your leptin and your ghrelin. The leptin is the appetite suppressing hormone, whereas the ghrelin is the appetite stimulating hormone, which both of these lead to they're what help regulate your hungers and your cravings. And if you are sleep deprived, that throws off your balance. So it could lead to either loss of appetite or an appetite, even though you may not want to eat something. It messes up the entire thing. And then lastly, it also messes with your insulin levels. So if you get quality sleep, you improve your insulin sensitivity, which sort of helps your blood sugar control, and it reduces the risk of your insulin resistance. Bro science. Yes. So ways to optimize your sleep. Obviously, you want to turn off your cell phone, right? If you operate an alarm like I do, I don't think that disrupts your sleep, but you don't want to set an alarm for if you're going to sleep at midnight, for example. Don't set your alarm at 4 a.m. That's obviously not enough sleep for you, and you're probably going to end up going back to sleep anyways. So don't even do that to yourself. You might as well just adjust to a consistent sleeping schedule. So if you're going to be going to sleep at midnight, then just adjust your day for waking up at around 6, 7, or 8 o'clock, right? So at least then you're giving yourself at least 6 to 8 hours of sleep. I could run on 6 hours efficiently. I don't feel too tired at all. And actually, if I get like 8 hours of sleep, I feel a little more lethargic and a little more groggy. It's kind of crazy. At nighttime, what you want to do is, I don't know if anyone is into the night mode on either their laptops, their PCs, or their phones. But I really, really encourage you to utilize that, because what night mode does is it removes all of the blue light from your screens. And that, like the blue light, it actually, it keeps your brain awake and active. There's something about the blue light that it just keeps you awake. I don't know how else to, I'll look it up and I'll try to find a better way to explain it. But all I know is that you need to get rid of blue light as it gets closer and closer to evening when you're going to go to sleep. I believe it's either the blue light that's not there or the warm light that is there that helps boost your melatonin levels, which then would help get you sleepy. Few tips on how to go to sleep. I like going to sleep when I'm really, really tired, so I try to make sure that I jam pack my day so that by the time my day is done, when I get to bed, obviously with all the lights off, I lie. I like keeping my TV on. I'm kind of weird like that, but my lights are definitely off. No, I can't sleep with my lights on. I can if I'm tired enough, but I prefer my lights off, but the TV on with like a show running or something. Just because I have tinnitus. It's like a acute tinnitus. So I am constantly hearing like a ringing sound, and when the TV is on or when there's music playing or something in the background playing, it helps bring that noise just a little lower. For anyone that has tinnitus, I'm sure you can understand. And that ringing noise is a killer. I'm actually eating my chicken bowl right here. But speaking of food, let's jump into, and I'm going to include this in my food for the day. And for today, we are actually at 7. This is my 7th one right here. 7 out of 8 pints of water. And I'm going to go drink a protein drink after this, and I'm including that in my total count as well. And for the count, we are at 2270 calories and 152 grams of protein. For the workouts, we did the shoulder press. Instead of using the machine, I used the free weight, the bar this time. So I did 10 reps with the bar and no, just the bar itself, just to warm up. And then I had him 10 with 10s on them, and then 30 reps, 3 sets of 10 with the 25s on them. That's pretty heavy. For me, it's kind of confusing. I don't understand how that works, but the decline chest presses or any kind of decline press, I feel like I could do so much more weight than the incline or the shoulders. If that's supposed to happen, please let me know in the comments. If not, then I might, or I should be going harder on my shoulders then. We did the lat pull downs for 40 reps, the squats for 40 reps, planks 4 sets of 1 minute and 15 seconds, the front lateral raise for 40 reps, and then the pectoral flies from this the high angle for 40 total reps. Yeah. Trying to keep it short today. I noticed that the last 2 videos I've just been semi-ranting. Sorry. When I get into things that I love to talk about, I just end up going on for days. So I'll try to manage that a little better, and I'll try to keep these just a little shorter so I'm not wasting all of y'all's time. For now, that is all, and I will see y'all tomorrow.